Hey there everyone, welcome back to Bloodborne. Now that we have completed the majority of the Nightmare of Mensis, I wanted to demonstrate the Blood Echo farming run at the Nightmare and work on collecting some of the Hunter's weapons needed for the Hunter's Essence trophy. I'm not sure how much this is going to yield us towards those weapons, but I thought we could kind of do some trial and error and play around with that. But first we need to gear up by changing up some of our runes, and then we need to head back to the Nightmare at our most recent lantern. So we have a few runes that we picked up over the time. I think I even picked up one last time. I think it was the moon rune that are good for echo farming. So let's unload everything. I don't think any of these can be used for farming. And plus I like my stamina recovery. So first of all, let's look at what runes we have. More echoes from slain enemies, so that's the rune one. So we'll do that one. Let's see. What else is there? So I is for items. Communions for vials. Oh, I just realized I restarted on that. I thought there was one for... There it is. Air rune. So more blood echoes from viscerals. We'll use that as well. Is that it? Okay, so what we'll do is we'll double tap the moon, and let's do blood echoes from viscerals, because we can always get the pig from behind, and we can always that just sounds wrong, and then we can always stagger the shadows of Yharnam. I think that'll work best. I think there's another air rune as well, but so let's use that. One thing I have not pointed out so far is that, we've been using these headstones to go from, to go to all the different places in Yharnam and beyond. And I think the Nightmare one is actually really cool, because the Nightmare headstone literally has, it's cracked and it has like viscera dangling out of it, which I think is really, really cool. Definitely giving off that nightmarish feel. So yeah, that's basically what you want to do as far as the farming run goes, is you just want to make sure you have more echoes. I'm not too worried about myself as far as dealing out damage and stuff. And if you die, just start over again. But you'd be surprised at how much you can actually get from this. So let's load back up at Mergo's Loft at the middle section. And we're basically going to do that loop around up to the final area, take the elevator back down, and you can kind of start over again from there. So, the main targets are the Shadows of Yharnam and the big piggies. And the big piggies drop a lot of echoes, so we want to get the first ones off guard if we can before they get up to their fire-breathing friend. So not only is this a good run for farming blood echoes, but you also notice I'm getting quite a bit of blood vials. And you probably get some good quicksilver bullets from this as well. Oh, right over the railing, that was cool. So, 20.5k. No, Big Piggy is going to deal us some. We're going to give that pig a few colonoscopies here. Few colonic irrigations. And we're going to yield some major echoes from that. Remember, there's 3 piggies here. Right up there. Now, before I leveled up previously, you'll notice I almost doubled my echoes there. The pig was dealing out quite a bit of damage, so just be cautious with the pigs here. You want to try to rope two of them towards the Shadows of Yharnam as I run back here. And you'll notice too that because I leveled up quite a few levels last time, I have quite a bit more damage that I can deal out as well now. So I didn't even need to do a double swing on that one, and I have no damage runes on. Oops. Where's the other one? Oh, I lost him. Come on, big guy. Oh, I lost him. Oh, no, I did not. Okay, let's see what's left back there. It's almost a shame to not be using these for leveling, but oh my god, how are you alive? Oh, and I got killed. That's one way to deal with a bowel obstruction. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Alright. So like I said, don't worry about dying. Oh, pebbles. That's exactly what I wanted. I only came here for the pebbles. You probably saw I had quite a few echoes there and I didn't even get the pigs, so... Oh, come on. Come on, man. I want the visceral. There we go. Okay, good. Now the question is, who's gonna have my echoes? It's gonna be the frickin' pig again, right? It's gotta be. Oh, come on. I want the visceral. Come on. I want the visceral. Gotcha, okay. I like my viscerals. I'm gonna burn through bullets. Just out of arrogance and stubbornness. Okay, let's try this again. Hey, they don't have my echoes? Oh, my echoes are just sitting out in the open. Oh! Oh! Did you guys just like obliterate the pigs? What happened? Oh, that's cheap. Come on. Okay. One thing we've got to keep in mind is I don't have my health runes on. Gotcha. Oh, I did not see you there. want that. Oh, no. Oh, come on. You know what? Just die. Just die. The pigs are dead. Alright. Pigs are gone. Okay. So then what we want to do is basically round back around this way. I know, I'm sorry. I can hear her crying. Back to the elevator why is it down? Why do I do these things to myself? Okay, send it back up. Back down to the lantern. Alright, so that was one run. So we're going to be arrogant here and try to do another one. So we saw from the first run I got, with the death included, I got close to, 150,000. So that's a pretty good haul. I might play with the runes a bit on that. Oh, come on. I totally missed that. Come on, dude. Not only did I completely whiff that, he nearly burned me to death. Any items? No? Okay. I feel like I could probably get that higher. I don't know if I'm missing a rune for it, but... Ooh, they're coming! Piggies! Oh man, they're really coming. Alright. Oh no! They're really coming now. Oh no! Okay, you're not gonna come up here, right? Okay, I kind of had a feeling that they weren't gonna come up here. All right, Piggy. Did you kill all of them? Damn, the piggies are hit hard on them too. I think the other one... Okay, no, I lost them. Alright, let's see if I can get the other one now. Also notice I am really restocking on blood vials here, even during combat, so we're not losing out too much. Okay, now that is a haul. 240,000 blood echoes. So two runs and a partial. How much time did that take me? Anybody have an estimate on that? And keep in mind, I really screwed up that first one. and nearly screwed up both of these, so... How arrogant do we want to get? Do we want to be really arrogant and go for another run? Alright, so let's just see what that nets us as far as items go. So we could definitely get a few levels out of that. So if you wanted to stock up on blood vials, you just earned yourself 333. So if you wanted to get quicksilver bullets, you got 420. So, you know, right now we're not hurting on blood vials, but this wouldn't be a bad time to stock up on them. But again, I'm not too worried about it. I would do that more if you're like running on 0. The real reason we wanted to do this was for these items. So, let's see. What do we want to get first? We've got Ludwig's Holy Blade. I think the only thing we have... Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're actually going to pull out everything and see what we have and don't have. Because I honestly don't remember. Let's see. So we got... Let's take this out. I don't remember what stuff we already have and don't have here, so we're gonna look through the list. I think that's it for weapons. Okay. Okay, so we have the Saw Spear, Saw Cleaver, Ludwig's, Rider Palish, Rifle Spear, Tonitress. So we need the Hunter's Axe, Threaded Cane, Blade of Mercy, Kirkhammer, Chigake. I thought we had the Chigake. Did I imagine that? Okay, I think I said Rifle Spear, Stake Driver, Logarius Wheel. I could have swore I had the Chigake. I guess not. I don't know why I thought I had that. Okay, Chigake. And what does that put us at for big weapons? So we got both torches, Evelyn Cannon, Flame Sprayer, shield that nobody cares about. We don't have the Blunderbuss or the Repeater, or I don't think we have Ludwig's Rifle. Rosmarinus we don't have. I think that's everything. And I have all the dress wear. So I think that was literally everything. I could buy the Hunter's Chief emblem now. now that Blood Echoes are of no concern to me. Anything in here that we might want. I could use this to get fire paper or bolt paper. That's not bad on cost. Okay. So we have every weapon that you can possibly have up to this point towards the, what's the name of the trophy? The Hunter's Essence Trophy. So I've been marking those off throughout the walkthrough so far, so everything is there. I'm not really planning on using these, I just wanted to show how quick I could do that and get all of those. So like I said, feel free to, you should always feel free to just buy stuff and try it if you want to. But throughout most of the game, if I know what I want to use, or if most people know what they want to use, you can really kind of allocate your Blood Echoes towards, leveling or just whatever supplies you might need. I'd say mostly I focus a lot on leveling. That's why I tend to be able to hold my own in a lot of situations, because I'm probably either right on level with where I want to be because I stick to it, or I'm just a little bit over leveled where things aren't quite as bad as they could be. I do believe that's everything. That is all the starter weapons as well. And I think we are good. So I'm going to stock all these away. We will probably play around with them a bit later at some point. But, you know, as I have listed 100% walkthrough, I wanted to make sure that I was showing how to get everything as well. So, no, not that. Now, one thing to keep in mind if you are using weapons, like let's say you just picked up a new weapon and you're using it and it's not working out for you, and I'm going to store this because I don't know if I'll be using this anymore. One thing to kind of keep in mind with that, though, is that your weapons are not leveled, so don't count the weapon out if it's not working well for you. You need to actually upgrade the weapon. And I was actually going to say one weapon that always really intrigued me that I never really used was the Blade of Mercy, so I might actually pull that one out and level that one up a little bit. The rest of these I'm not really sure that I care too much about. And the Chigake I don't think it's going to be any use without the blood tinge. I mean, it might be, but I know that's not Clint's favorite weapon. The cannon I always thought might be kind of cool for damage output, but again, you need blood tinge for it. But I was always thinking that might be not a bad weapon to invest in for damage. I don't really know how that compares with the other weapons, though. I mean, like, the firearms don't seem to do much damage-wise as far as I've ever seen. So, I think I'll take the Mercy Blade, actually. And let's upgrade that, because I might play around with that a bit later on. Wait, oh, there we go. So, got that up to a +7. You know, just because we can, I'm going to upgrade the torch. There's probably people that are going to just be screaming at me for that. So just to kind of demonstrate the Mercy Blade a little bit, I don't know much about it, but so this is what Eileen the Crow was using. So it's a small weapon, a skill weapon. I like dex weapons. And the trick version of this, it splits apart into 2 blades. I like, oh, that's cool. Oh, okay, so how did I get that jump in there? Interesting. I don't know how I did that. Oh, that's cool. Nice charge version of that. I love the way the trick part works. So watch the reconnection. That's so smooth. All right. So we might play with that in New Game Plus. And we still have a bunch of echoes left over. So why don't we... Let's see. Let's beef up on bolt paper. And... like, let's do one more run so I can top off the bolt and fire paper, because that's actually really nice to have. Alright, let's do one more run, but this time, it's healing. my god. Oh my, come on! Okay. Got ganged up on a bit there at the end. I guess with the partial attempts, that makes us what? Run 5? Oh! Man, how'd that happen? Okay, who got my echoes this time? Here they come. Oh, close piggies. Oh! Dang. Okay. So, again, not a bad haul for just one run. Or 1.5, I guess. I love it when enemies get mad at each other. So do I. That's why when the run works in your favor, it really works in your favor. Now, what would be interesting to try is to see how if I did the third Blood Echo rune instead of the Viscerals, but I think the Visceral one's pretty good, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, let's just see if I can top off my fire and bolt paper. So I think I have to get 19, huh? Do 6 and 4. I don't know if I can. Let's see. I don't know what I'm at for like a whole level right now.
Welcome home, good hunter. What is it you desire? Very well. Let the echoes become your strength. Let me stand close. Now shut your eyes.
Okay, I can get 1 level. Let's go for strength.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
And we'll use what's left on vials or bullets. Let's see. Looks like I'm shorter on vials, so go for 43. And 1 bullet. We're good. Okay, so that is pretty much all I wanted to show, to kind of make sure that the farming run was demonstrated and to show how quickly we can buy all those weapons that I've been kind of pointing out for the Hunter's Essence trophy. Before we close things out, though, I want to re-equip the runes I want to push on with. So as far as the game goes, there's only really two things left for us to do. One is the Chalice Dungeons, and the other is the Nightmare, the Hunter's Nightmare, other than the in-game stuff. And so, for the most part, I just kind of stick with my same runes throughout most of the game, which are the Viscerals for restoring health and extra Visceral damage. And so we'll do plus 20% damage Viscerals and Blood Rapture for the plus 300 HP. And I'll just do extra Echoes. Let's see, I think it was Air that I was using. No, not Air, it was the Moon one I was going to use. Some more Echoes just from slaying enemies. I think that'd be probably the better one because I'm going to end up probably killing more enemies than I'm going to Visceral moving forward. So I'm going to kind of hold that on as my standard go-to for runes. And again, I really like having the stamina recovery from the Hunter rune. But otherwise, plus percentage to Viscerals, restore health on Viscerals, and more Echoes. And if you're really relying on Viscerals, you can always up this with the 10% one on top of it. I would probably replace that with the more Echoes because if you're struggling and need that, it's probably important that you focus more on yourself than the Echo farming that you're getting out of what you're doing. So there are a few fights in the game where I would definitely say Visceral attacks can be just abused, can be abused very heavily in your favor. All right, that is a good place to close things out. Now that we have reached the end of the main story locations, we could either enter the Hunter's Nightmare, which is essentially the last place to cover besides endgame events. However, we are going to break away from the story for a bit. Not like we haven't already just done that here. But we're essentially going to start working on the Chalice Dungeons next, just to get a few of those out of the way. And then we'll return to the Hunter's Nightmare before we get to the harder ones, because I'm going to need to level up a bit before I get to those. With that being said, let us officially close things out. Thank you all for joining, and I will see you all later.